Hello, my name is Paul Daggett with RMS Realty Professionals, and I'd like to welcome you today. I have an expert with me. His name is Jeff Palmer. And Jeff, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And Jeff works with Aspect Dimensions. And Aspect Dimensions does both RMS measurement for homes as well as expert photography. So Jeff, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
What can you tell me about your role with Aspect Dimensions?
So with Aspect Dimensions, I would be our sole photographer and measurer, be a co-owner of the company, but I work with a partner who does our measurements through the AutoCAD system.
So could you explain to the folks that are watching today what RMS really is? Why has it been established?
Absolutely. So RMS, Residential Measurement Standard, but essentially what it does is it creates a standardization for measuring the above grade square footage for homes, which assists both buyers and sellers, mostly for the sake of comparing different types of homes in the sale process.
What does that mean?
So above grade would be the foundation level of your home, every area of square footage above that. Okay, so if a portion of your home extends below that, then that cannot be included in the above grade square footage.
Not all homes are easily measured, right, Jeff?
No.
Some of them are quite difficult, and so you have these special cases where you've got homes with dormers, you've got 1.5 stories where you've got ceilings that come down like this, and then you'll walk upstairs and you don't have full walls. So what are the regulations around that to include some of that square footage on that next level?
When we measure homes, there has to be a level of accuracy when we do this. Within 2% is what we're required to measure within. And not every home is simple to measure. There's certain things that will require us to modify the square footage. One of the more prevalent examples would be character homes that have, say, dormer roofs. You go into that room, there's plenty of usable space. In the middle, you have 7 feet to stand up in, but unfortunately, the roof comes down to a point where, say, it's only 2 or 3 feet high at the edge. That specific sliver of space on the end, technically not considered part of the square footage, and we have to accurately measure that in order to be within that 2%.
Right. Yeah. I see. And so what is the vertical standard then that you're measuring from to include the square footage on that level?
So say you walk into a room like that, in the middle, if it's at 7 feet, then you need to go down to that portion until it's 5 feet high.
Oh, 5 feet. Okay.
Anything lower than 5 feet, you measure, you take that portion of the floor away.
Oh, so that's not included.
You got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It all comes down to livable space. So we live in a city that's winter, fortunately 80% of the year it feels like sometimes.
True enough.
But some folks will have, say, a sunroom, right? And a sunroom is great. It can be a good place to kick back and relax in. But if there aren't certain things in place in that sunroom can't be included as well.
Oh, so sunrooms have to be 4 season then, is that correct?
You got it, yeah.
Well, this information, once I've received it from Jeff's company, then I have to actually load that to the system so that it is available for realtors to take a look at. So all homes now that are listed on the MLS do have RMS measurements and can't be uploaded to the system until that is actually in place. So that gives full confidence for the buyers and the sellers, knowing that they can now compare their home to other homes of relatively the same size.
Exactly.
And so it's a great thanks to companies like Jeff's, by realtors like myself, that can come in as a third party and go in and do a comprehensive measurement of a home and create that standard that Alberta has been able to provide to the consumer over the last number of years, which has been great. So thank you very much, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Really appreciate your service. And if you're needing service like this, you guys out there that are realtors, Aspect Dimensions is great, and Jeff can do it for you. Thank you very much for watching.